name is Jen. I am the Unorthodox Healer. This is a general tarot card reading. It's designed for anybody who has Libra as their sun, moon or rising sign, or indeed anywhere in your sign. You can be a cross watcher. You can just have stumbled across this video whilst you've been dozing in the middle of the night with YouTube left on. But welcome, however you found me. I am based in Scotland in the UK. I only do gentle tarot. I'm never going to tell you anything salacious or dangerous or threatening or scary. It's just gentle tarot to try and guide you on your way. I tend not to read reversals, and I also tend to, well, I don't tend to, I only take cards that jump out at me. I don't trust myself, and I much prefer it that spirit make the card decisions for me rather than me trusting my subconscious to pick them for you. So at the moment, astrologically, the main thing that's going on from my point of view is that we are in the last couple of weeks of Capricorn, Pluto being in Capricorn, and as a result of that, this is absolutely a time when, if over the last 15, 16 years, you have felt that you have not had the best of times, then this is, you've got until the middle of November to sort your stuff out. Because by the middle of November, that is when Pluto moves into Aquarius. It was there earlier on in the year as well, but it's the time when you are being warned, really, that because this is the end of a really massive cycle in all of our lives, that we should be, sorry, that was there and that was there, that we're about to go into this brand new cycle, and this cycle is going to be 20 years. If you do not clear out what hasn't been serving you in these last 16 years, the cycle will continue for the next 20 years. So you absolutely have to sort your stuff out, because if you don't, you're going to stay in the same cycle. Now, obviously, if you've had a great last 16 years, maybe you don't need to do anything. But if you haven't, like me, and it's been pretty awful, then now is the time when you need to be doing the work, getting rid of what isn't serving you, changing things and setting up for the next 20-year cycle of things that you do want in your life. That might be people, jobs, situations, friends, just toxic things, low vibe things, because you will not see any real change in the next 20 years if you don't put the work in now. So we have quite a few cards that have come out. The underlying energy is a really lovely one, and it's the Ten of Cups, which is about ultimate happiness. It is also, sometimes the 10 is the end of a, coming up to the end. It's like a culmination of a cycle. As with everything, there's a start and an end to everything. Nothing continues permanently. There's an indefinicy, I might have made that word up, about everything in our lives. Everything is very tenuous and precious, and this is saying at the moment that this is the underlying energy. Whether this is what you have currently or whether this is what you're wanting, then it's a beautiful card regardless. The other cards that we have, Libra, are the Eight of Wands and the Judgment card, the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. I move these two around because they are where they should have been. I misdealt them, if you like, when I was putting them out. The Judgment, these two as well, the Eight of Swords and the King of Cups, and I think it was the Emperor that were also upside down, and I changed them because I felt that they should be this way round. The next cards are the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Pentacles. This perhaps goes back to the fact that I was saying that the cycles end and continue, and the Wheel of Fortune is absolutely about change happening. the Eight of Swords with the Emperor, and then the King of Cups is with the Five of Wands, and the lonely Queen of Cups sits by herself at the end. The major arcana cards that you have are the Judgment, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Emperor. You've got a mixture. You've got, what have you got? You haven't got any, no, you've got a mixture of everything. You've got Wands, Pentacles, Swords, Cups. The first two we have are the Eight of Wands and the Judgment card. This is showing that the Eight of Wands is one of the fastest cards in the deck, and Judgment is about you giving up your past and freeing yourself from whatever it is. This is they're looking up to the heavens and saying, we're reborn, this is the start of a new life for us, a new cycle, which would make sense because we have the Wheel of Fortune here as well. And it's something that has happened to you in the past. This can also be that we're all on different energetic timelines. So for some people, this might have already happened. It might have happened a while ago. For some people, this hasn't happened yet, but it's going to. Interestingly, the next two cards we have are the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. We also have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups here too. The Queen is above, in this instance, the King. And she almost, although she's looking down to her pentacle, pentacles are about wealth. This can be material wealth, emotional wealth, physical wealth and health. I feel in this that she's looking down at the King of Pentacles. And I do wonder, as though you've had somebody in your life who perhaps you felt as though they were a King of Pentacles, they were this king to your queen. This doesn't have to be a female and masculine energies here. This is just that there was somebody or a situation in your life that you felt as though you had this equal, or that somebody that you looked up to, and that they have disappointed you somehow, that they weren't the person that you felt that they were, or that something has happened which has made you open your eyes to the fact that they aren't, or whatever this situation is or was, it wasn't what you believed it was. I think perhaps something quickly made you understand that this wasn't the person or the thing which you'd first believed that it was. The next two cards are the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Pentacles. The major arcana cards are more a stronger, longer lasting energies, as opposed to the other cards that we have, the minor arcana. And the Wheel of Fortune is, as I said, about change, that we cannot stop wheels turning. If we do, then you know you're going to get hurt somehow, because there is that perpetual motion in everything. You know, the seasons, we're just getting into autumn here, the way that the moon moves around us, all of the planetary activity, wheels, everything is always moving and turning, and we, as much as we don't want it to stop sometimes, it always does. But the Page of Pentacles you have here shows that whatever's happened here, or may be about to happen, that there is a really lovely potential for new things to come. And this is showing, and this perhaps is pertinent to the next 20 years of going into Aquarius, that now is the time that, because the wheel is changing, that Pluto is moving from Capricorn back into Aquarius, that now is the time to be sowing the seeds of what you want for the rest of your life. Pages are the ones that kind of bring messages to our lives. It might be a phone call, or it might just be a feeling that you have. It might be something that you overhear. It might be something that you read or you see. on YouTube or, you know, in a book that you read, and it just makes you think. It might even be this tarot card reading that I am the Page of Pentacles, and I am saying that now is the time for you to start preparing to sow these seeds, which will take you excuse me, into the next 20 years of your life. The next two cards are the Eight of Swords and the Emperor. The Emperor is typically another person in your life who is, I want to say, a force to be reckoned with. The Emperor can be quite a stubborn person who knows their mind. It can also be somebody who is a guiding light, somebody who is looked up to by you and has come into your life to offer you guidance or support. This might be the person who is coming to you to help you sow whatever these seeds are that is going to set you up for the next 20 years. You have with the Emperor the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is a feeling that you're sort of trapped in a situation. And if you look at the card here, she has got swords around her, and swords are truths or emotions. She is bound, but her feet aren't bound, so she just needs to, there are plenty of gaps that she can walk out of here, and her hands aren't really bound either, so if she just wriggled out of those ties and walked out and took a blindfold off, she would see that there is still lots of opportunity. She isn't as trapped as she thinks. Whether this Emperor is keeping you trapped or whether this Emperor will free you once you've realised that you can walk away from whatever it is that's holding you back at the moment, then good things are going to come. The next two cards are the King of Cups and the Five of Wands. We have here the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, so there is definitely something happy and joyous coming to you. It might be a relationship, as I said. There are lots of cups here, big cup cards. In fact, all of them are pretty big cards. And the King of Cups is... The Five of Wands is about somebody just testing you. This looks as though they're having a big old scrap, but they're not. This is just sort of young people just chancing their arm, having a bit of a test of strength. And I do wonder as to whether this Emperor is going to challenge you on your current beliefs and your what makes you happy, and whether what you expected that you were going to have here, or that you wanted in your life, and what you wanted as this Ten of Cups in your life is actually what you want. Are you manifesting? And if you are manifesting, are you being specific enough in what you're manifesting for your dream love or happiness or partner? Because I do think perhaps that you've had people in your life who you've believed were the one. And I think that somebody's been testing you as to whether the things that you have been wanting in your life and in your relationships is actually what you really want and need. And I wonder as to whether these Eight of Swords are actually truths that you are going to find out or realise, and that it's potentially going to be about somebody or just things that make you happy. And it's questioning you, it's making you sit and think, what is it that will give you this Ten of Cups? Because I'm not too sure that you are really sure of what it is that you do want, happiness-wise and relationship-wise. When this work has been done, and nothing comes easily, unfortunately, so we all have to put in work and face these fears and these insecurities and the questions that are constantly coming up. The last card that we have is the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups is a really beautiful card because she's not like the King of Cups, who is sort of I always say he's the front man of the band. The Queen of Cups is the one that does the hard work. She is the one that brings about she's the worker. So I do think that you will come out of all of this knowing exactly, you will have clarity in what it is that you want, and you will achieve this 10 of Cups. And it will be through some hard work and some question answering, and you will be in a really beautiful position to have whatever it is that you want, the seeds that you are sowing here and planting, that you will become this Queen of Cups, and you will become magnetic in that whatever it is that you want will come to you, and you will get to this 10 of Cups situation in however it is that you feel as though you want that ultimate happiness. These are really beautiful oracle cards by a lady called Wendy Andrew, and I just want to see whether we can get a couple of these just to tie the reading up. These are a mixture of the Goddess Love Oracle cards and the Goddess Dream Oracle cards. And we have, oh, if I can pick them up without trashing the rest of the cards. So we have letting go. Again, this is what the Eight of Swords is saying here, that you have to let go. And the Judgment is also saying the same thing, that now is the time when you need to free yourself of whatever has come previously, particularly with this age of Aquarius that we're coming back into. Moon love, ebb and flow. I do love these cards. This is the ebb and flow of the wheel changing, and that what goes around comes around. Perhaps this also shows that with the next full new moon, which I think is it's the start of November sometime, I want to say the 4th of November, perhaps this is when you need to have sown your seeds by, because it will be new moons and full moons are all about the endings and the start of things. So perhaps this is when you need to be sowing your seeds for the next 20 years in this next moon cycle. The next card we have is Trust. All is as it should be. And again, the more that we understand that the wheel is constantly turning and changing, and that there isn't anything that we can do about it, but we just have to prepare as best we can for what the universe is going to give to us. And the last card is Intuition, and it says Inner Wisdom. And I think that through this journey, particularly with this Eight of Swords, where somebody is going to challenge you and make you see truths that perhaps you haven't wanted to look at before, trust your intuition that this is all happening for a reason, and that this journey will take you to this 10 of Cups, these things that you're wanting in your life, and you will become the Queen of Cups, this beautiful, loving, magnetic soul who people gravitate towards. And because you will have this high vibration and this high energetic level, you will be that magnet to attracting whatever it is that you're wanting and you're manifesting. Libra, I hope that's made some sense. If it's resonated, I would love it if you would leave me a message in the comments below. And I'm trying to grow my channel, so if you would like and subscribe, that will also push my my reading out to other people as well, and hopefully I'll help them in the long run too. So thank you, Libra. Enjoy what remains of the rest of October and November, and take care. Bye.